Hello everybody, Sky here, and today I'm doing a quick showcase on my brand new Fetch figurine that I made custom. Yeah! So this is Fetch from the FAZBEARS Fright's story, Fetch. And yeah, he's basically a little character that's like slightly poseable, and I'm pretty happy with how he turned out. He's not the greatest build I've ever made, but I can definitely work with this in some sort of way to make a pretty spooky FAZBEARS Frights inspired horror short eventually. It's not the next one, it's just one of the ones I plan on doing eventually. So, yeah, real quick, let's just get into what he looks like. So, I went for more of like an actual dog shape, because I've seen different versions of the characters where he's like standing, and then other versions where he's kind of like smushed and stuff. It's kind of weird, but I decided to kind of make him look more like a physical dog, and the way I did that was the shape of his legs and his torso being more horizontal rather than it being upright. But yeah, so his posability is pretty good. So he's got some Lego joints at the connection points. Basically, I used the little axle piece, I think. I don't know what the Lego name of it is, but it's basically just like a little rotating piece. They're all the same on all the legs, and then at the ankle I have one of the ratchet joints so that he can kind of do like a movement along this line. And all four legs are able to move in this sort of particular way. So it's like I could animate him running with like his legs and stuff. I'd have to figure it out, but like, you know, he's a free dog. And yeah, his tail also rotates, so it's just another little peg joint thing. And then yeah, so his face is probably the most derpy part of him. He's still creepy just because of all of the teeth and things like that, but his eyes are slightly crooked, which I think is kind of hilarious. But in post, while I'm making like a horror short themed around this guy, I can definitely work with this and make him look a lot more creepy by like adding edge lighting and like making his eyes glow and so on and stuff like that. So yeah, his head is technically one solid piece because I used a set of Lego people legs. I don't know if you can see them at all in there for the joint for his mouth. And then I super glued a bunch of little wooden pieces to be his teeth. I know he's supposed to have sharp teeth, but I decided to just go with square ones just because of the scale of his head being so small. And the fact that making these actually look pointy would be incredibly difficult, so I just went with rectangular teeth, but it still definitely looks spooky. So this is one of the first, if not the actual first figurine or puppet that I've made that has the pole coming out of the back and not the bottom. An example of one of my other puppets is the puppet here, and he's basically just a head on a stick, but Fetch is actually a head on a stick, but the other way, if that makes sense. Just because of the shape of his body, that's what ends up working best for him. So, because of this, I decided to make it so that I painted the stick brown as well, so that if I wanted to stop motion animate him, I could actually make his head kind of move forward in addition to being able to fully rotate and so on. And yeah, he's also got his blue collar, and he's got like a belly, and he's got painted paws. Now Fetch here is probably my smallest working puppet that I have. His jaw is able to open and close like I was showing you guys, but it's not able to be operated manually with like a trigger system like my toy animatronic puppets. I figured this guy would work well enough for a horror short, even though I would have to stop motion animate his jaw. Now for a few comparisons. Now I know I didn't make an actual showcase of this guy, but this is the robot I built for the breaking wheel horror short, and he's about the same scale as Fetch, except he doesn't really have a working mouth or anything. He's just got like a bunch of rotating bits. So they're roughly the same size. So I don't think it will be very difficult to stop motion animate Fetch. It's just gonna be interesting because I haven't done a figurine like this before. So we'll see how it goes. Here he is scaled with Blackbird or Potato Bird. This dude is just a potato. And that's that, really. And then while we're on the theme of horror short characters, here he is scaled with my Ralpho figurine. He's a lot smaller than him, and yeah. And then let's compare him with Funtime Mangle for just the heck of it. So, he's definitely not the largest character I've ever made. But yeah. Alrighty guys, I think that's gonna wrap up today's video. I hope you enjoyed, and be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more Five Nights at Freddy's stuff and other things. I recently just put out When Fate Comes Knocking Chapter 2, so I would absolutely love it if you guys could check that out. I put a lot of hard work into it, and it's probably one of my best videos. And yeah, I'll see you on the next one, guys. Hope you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye now!